Hello, Enid, and welcome to another City Update. I'm your host, Derrick Silas, Director of Communications for the City of Enid. With me today is the City's Manager, Jerald Gilbert.
Hello, everybody. It's good to see you, Derrick and Harli.
And my intern, Harli Hitt. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, Harli, since you started this internship, tell us a little bit about yourself. School.
I'm a junior communications studies major at Oklahoma Baptist University in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm from Enid, born and raised, all that good stuff. Love Enid, love to settle down here.
How's the intern going?
Oh, the internship is amazing. It's so fast-paced, so crazy, but I love it.
Okay.
Love every second of it.
All right. I know there's a lot of road closures and construction in the city of Enid. Harli, tell us a little bit about those things that are going on.
So I'm sure you've noticed the portion of 4th Street closed for truck lane reconstruction. More specifically, the northbound lane from East Cherry to East Cedar. This road lane truck reconstruction began May 17th and is expected to be closed for 3 to 4 weeks, which means that we should be wrapping up pretty soon on that one. Another one that is currently happening is Randolph. So there's lots of things happening on Randolph. More specifically, Randolph Avenue reconstruction project from road closure project began May 13th, and this is for 25th through 30th Street. So the first project, the first section, is actually 28th Street to 30th Street, and this project will take 4 to 6 weeks. The whole project itself will take 3 to 4 months. And then also on Randolph and Grand, there was an emergency sanitary sewer repair. This began June 3rd and is expected to be completed in 1 to 2 weeks. So once again, we should be wrapping that one up. A portion of North Coolidge Street was closed for a new water line. This began June 4th and is expected to take 2 weeks. So like the other road closures and construction, should be wrapping up pretty soon. More, as of today actually, road closure for downtown Randolph Avenue for a water line relocation project. This is expected to take 1 week. And also as of today, there's a water line relocation on East Pine. Now this is expected to take 4 months. As always with road closures and construction, we advise you to be safe, be courteous, be cautious of the workers.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate you for updating us on those things.
Yeah, let me jump in too just a minute on Randolph. I noticed you talked about Randolph a couple of times there. There's a lot of stuff going on Randolph, and it's actually not even an accident. It's a plan by the city to work on that thoroughfare. So from 26th to 30th is getting improved. You mentioned the problem downtown, but eventually there's going to be a mill and overlay when that water line work is done from 7th to Washington. And then we're also doing utility relocations out at Garland and Randolph in an effort to improve Randolph from one end of the city to the other. And that's very exciting. There's also an effort to prepare for the future in that area between Van Buren and Johnson by trying to acquire those properties. So lots of stuff going on in Randolph.
Lots of stuff happening in Enid, that's for sure.
Yes. We just have to, Harli, you do have to tell us a little bit. You're kind of a legacy around here, aren't you? I'm sure your grandfather's watching right now.
Oh yeah, he's camping, so I don't know if he has Wi-Fi, but.
Well, he left a legacy at the city of Enid. Robert Hitt, I think, like a 38-year employee, and so we miss him. I guess you're not watching, Robert, but I did see you at the Ferris wheel Friday night. So
Yeah.
we're great to have your granddaughter here interning.
I'm very upset that they didn't invite me to the Ferris wheel. I mean, what's up with that?
Good news is it'll be open again Friday,
I'll
Friday,
be
Saturday,
there.
and Sunday.
I'll be there.
All right.
This is speaking of the Ferris wheel. There's a lot of quality of life things going on, especially in the summer. There's always something to do. Starting 15th through the 29th, Summer Chautauqua will be having their virtual event again, and it's going to be at the Cherokee Strip Regional Heritage Center. The contact number, if you're interested in any other information about it, you can go to is 580-237-1907. And this week, again, Father's Day. It's coming up. So, and there's some events going on. The 12th annual Van Buren Cruisers, June 18th and 19th. They'll be on Van Buren Street from 7:30 to 11:30 each night. Harli,
This
have
is
you
one
ever
of my
participated in that?
favorite events. I do
Really?
it all the time. Yeah, I texted my dad this morning when I found out that it's happening this weekend, and I said, "Get the Jeep ready. We're going cruising." So,
Okay.
yeah, one of my favorite
Cool.
events.
What
That's for
kind of
sure.
Jeep does your dad got?
1980 something CJ7,
Cool.
YJ7.
Yeah.
It's a stick. It's manual, so I don't know how to drive it, but
Well, that's great because not everybody knows how to drive it, so you have to worry about locking it up,
Yeah.
right? Because
yeah, it's pretty
People-
tricky. Yeah.
people won't steal it, right? If they know how to drive it.
So-
Fantastic. Well, gosh, maybe I'll be there. I'll be looking for
Yeah.
that Jeep.
Yep, it's black, so it'll
Cool.
probably blend in with a lot of the other Jeeps down there. But
Cool.
That's cool. And along with that, on the 19th, there will be a car show, and that's at Central Christian Church from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So that's pretty neat. Neat for the Father's Day weekend. The Woodring Regional Airport will do a fly-in as well on Sunday from 7:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. The breakfast. They have a breakfast fly-in. So that's usually what that's about. Now, we do know that the Parks and Recreation Department is going to be having an event this week.
cardboard and duct tape boat race.
Yes.
Is that this week or next week?
Well, the 26th.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's time to, if you're interested out there, you can register for the event. You can go to enid.org/boat race to get the registration form. And you can pay your registration fees by cash, credit card, or check at the Champlain Pool. So, good to know that.
And just an unsolicited tip for those of you out there that may want to keep your boat afloat. I can't confirm this, but from some of my late night infomercial watching, I have seen that Flex Seal might be something you want to put on your boat. Might keep you afloat a little while longer.
I don't think we can do that.
Oh,
I think it's
Yeah,
against the
I am
rules.
not advocating that you cheat, so please don't cheat. Anyway, forget the Flex Seal thing.
So only cardboard and duct tape.
Hey, but Flex Seal might have a duct tape. Do
Maybe
we know
Flex
that?
Seal under the deck. Oh no, I wouldn't want it. No, no. Win fair and square.
Yeah. Okay. The Enid Outlaws is just one of our
Oh yeah.
our good team. We have a good team. They did win. I do know they won Saturday night. I wasn't there. I mean, I didn't hear about Sunday, so I'm not sure. But coming up, they have 4 games.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yep.
That's exciting.
And those games are on you see on their slide. The 18th, they'll be in Shreveport. The 20th, they'll be in Wichita, Kansas. On the 26th, they'll be back in Texas. And then the last game is home game, which will be here on the 27th against Dallas Skyline. And of course, I think they'll be in the playoffs more than likely after that. We're not sure where those
yeah.
are going to be, so but we do have one more home game for the regular season.
How awesome would it be to just pack the stands for that last home game?
Yes, it
That'll
would
be
be.
awesome.
100%.
And
I've heard
send
the
them
tickets
off.
are relatively cheap, and it's a great family-friendly event.
Yes, it is.
As
I've
low
been
as
to a
$8,
couple of
I
them.
think.
Yes,
Yeah.
the lowest one is $8, so it's
Yeah.
really affordable and it's really good.
And there's not a bad seat in the Stride Center, let me tell you that.
right.
Absolutely. Come on out and support your team. They are, if they don't win the championship, I'm sure it's, I won't say bad officiating or whatever, because that would be unfair. But it's a great team. Their odds for winning the championship are huge. And it'd be even better if folks pack the stands there in the Stride Center.
Yep.
Very good. Now we do have some a very important event coming up, which is the State of the City address. And we have a word from the mayor to talk about it. It's June 29th, 11:30 a.m. But let's hear it from the mayor about this great event.
I think I can hear the mayor in the background barely saying, hey, you need to be there because there's going to be a lot of highlights and pack the Stride Bank Center. It's a great event. You'll get fed. I think it starts at 11:30, should be done by about 1.
Okay, let's go back to me. Well, it looked like our video didn't come through, but however, join us Tuesday, June the 29th at 11:30 a.m. at the Stride Bank Center for the State of the City address. And he'll talk about accomplishments from 2019 and 2020. We did miss last year's because of COVID, so he didn't get a chance to do the State of the City address, but he'll cover 2 years this year.
And there are a lot of accomplishments, so it's amazing looking back at what the city employees, and folks that are in the city have accomplished. So please, if you can come out for that lunch, please come out and support the mayor and the city of Enid and listen to what we have to say.
Yes, and we will put that video out there. I think it might be there now, so let's see if we can go to it.
Hi, Enid. I hope you're all doing well today. Mayor Pankinen here, and I wanted to invite you to attend our State of the City program coming up on June 29th at the Stride Center. We as a community have done our part during the past difficult year in dealing with the COVID-19 threat. We have now reached a socially and medically comfortable level that lets us gather in larger groups, and our State of the City event will be one of the first larger events. While COVID has kept us from many public gatherings for the past year, our city has continued to improve our community. This State of the City event will give us a chance to update you on all that we have done over the last 2 years to ensure Enid continues to be boundless, vibrant, and original. Please plan to join us in the Stride Center Grand Ballroom on June 29th at 11:30. Now, lunch will be provided, so we need you to RSVP by June 23rd. I look forward to seeing you all on the 29th. Thanks, Enid.
Great promo.
Yes, and as the mayor said, you can go to enid.org/RSVP so they can get a count of how many people will be there. So, very good. I want to remind everyone that the Walk of Fame nominations are still being accepted, and the date that will stop is July 16th is the deadline to accept those nominations for those who have done a lifetime of service to the Enid community. We've had about 39 individuals that have been chosen thus far, and this is just a way to honor those who are still living or those who are no longer with us to their lifetime achievements for the city of Enid. So,
yes, and there's lots of worthy people that are not on the Walk of Fame yet, so please help support the mayor's effort to recognize those folks and turn in those nominations.
yes.
Great way to recognize people, both living and not living anymore, that have been pioneers or great contributors to the city of Enid. So you can see the lineup on there. It's a who's who list, and yet I know there's many people deserving of being on there. So that's how you get on, you got to start with a nomination process.
Yes. And I want to remind everyone also about our Roku and Amazon Fire TV channels. So if you have either one of those TVs, you can download those channels in your browser, and they will come up. So you can be just in touch and see everything that's going on in the city of Enid. Now, Jerry, you want to talk about your show? Promote your show?
Well, my show is just some random thoughts. We call it Freestyling with the City Manager. And
Yes.
Sometimes I go too long. I think Shay tried to tell me I talked too much at the last one, I think about 16 minutes. But I appreciate his going along with it with me, because what I figure is nobody has to watch it. It's certainly just a fun thing where I can share with you some thoughts that I have about the city, or even not really about the city. And people can watch it or not. I hope you find it somewhat humorous, because that's the way it's intended. And so it's just a fun thing. If it becomes like work, like I said in one of the previous episodes, we'll do something else, because we all have plenty of work to do. But it's kind of fun right now, so I hope you find it that way. And if you don't, well, just wait around. I'm sure it'll change. So.
Okay. Are you going to rap on one of those? Freestyling? No.
You know, I don't know. I don't know. Because sometimes I like to be unpredictable on that, because if it becomes too predictable, then it's then it becomes more like work. So,
Okay.
hey, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. For some of you, I think I've got at least a couple viewers. My wife is one of them, Denise. She loves me, and I don't know. There's probably at least one other in the city. So, you know what? Robert's probably not watching because he's out camping.
I'll get him to watch
Okay,
it.
thank
I will
you,
make
Harli.
sure he watches
I'll be up
it.
to 2 viewers,
Yeah.
or 3 viewers.
Yeah.
That's great.
All right, this is the commission week,
Oh,
so coming up,
yes.
a study session and commission meeting tomorrow. Can you tell us we can expect on the study session tomorrow?
Yeah, our study session, we'll be talking, we'll actually hear from Kurt Rogo, who is our legislative liaison. The legislature has completed their session this year, and so there are some changes. I'm sure he'll want to talk to us about that. He'll want to talk to us about some bills that are proposed probably and studies for future upcoming sessions next year. And so it'll be good to hear from Kurt. And then we're also going to hear from the company that we're looking to engage to do a franchise fee audit with our utilities, ONG, OG&E, I believe the cable company and the phone company. And that's just to make sure that our billings are collecting what our agreements say. And if everything's fine there, we won't collect a dime and we won't own a dime. If they find some errors and we collect some money, then we'll pay a percentage of that as their fee. And we'll probably do this every so often. It won't be necessary every year, but this year they're going to look back in about 3 years. And so it'll give us good peace of mind one way or the other. And if there's a little extra money, who couldn't use a little extra money? It costs a lot to fix infrastructure around the city of Enid. So that'll be the two highlights. And of course they can talk about, the commission can talk about anything they would like to that's on the regular agenda. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of projects on the agenda in consent. I know there's some items in administration regarding some end-of-year appropriations. I believe one's in airport, one's in the general fund, and one is somewhere else, maybe the event center fund, the Stride Bank Center Fund. And we will also have a few proclamations. One of them is going to be for our former mayor, John Kreiner, who passed away last week on Wednesday. Many of you know John Kreiner. He was mayor from 2007 to 2011. A long-time Hobby Lobby manager, and before that, Woolco manager. And I understand was a very astute, skilled businessman. He was a good mayor as well. So anyway, we'll have some proclamation and probably talk about that. And that's kind of the meat of the meeting. We will also be adding an executive session today to talk about economic development stuff, and primarily the agreement or a potential incentive agreement with a development company to put a men's and women's clothing department store in the old Kmart building. So that will be a discussion, an executive session, and there could be action coming out of that. So there's your teaser for good stuff coming. And if you want more of a preview, read the Enid News and Eagle from Friday. It talks about it a little bit.
Yes.
So that's really it in a nutshell. And then we won't have another regularly scheduled meeting until July 8th, because we'll have that 3-week gap that happens about every 2 or 3 months, and then we also have a holiday. So anyway, come out. We're back at City Hall, so if you would like to be there in person, you certainly can be. And then of course we still stream it live on our on YouTube and Facebook. And if they watch on TV with Roku and Amazon, do they get it streamed live or?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you can watch it then. So Facebook or YouTube if you want to watch live, and you can watch it a variety of ways, recorded later, including probably Roku and Amazon TV.
Yes.
So,
Very good.
All right.
Well, thank you for joining us today.
You bet. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. Good to see you again, Harli.
Good to see you.
I think
as
we
well.
last made a movie together over at the library when we had all the animals.
Yep.
So it was great. I know you're having a great summer,
Mm-hmm.
and we're happy that you love interning here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good to have you on here today
Yes.
as well.
Pleasure.
All right. And good to see you all, or you seeing us, every Monday at 1:30. We will join us again, same time, same place, as you say on the Batman show.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next week. And other than that, have a great day.